Manchester United are currently tied first in the Premier League table with 13 points from their first 5 games. 4 wins, 1 draw. That's the same record as Liverpool and Chelsea. I think if you ask any fan base if they were joint first for points in the Premier League table after 5 games, that they would say that this is one hell of an achievement. Paul Pogba seems to be playing fantastic football, Bruno Fernandes is consistent, Rafael Varane has not disappointed at all, and Cristiano Ronaldo is Cristiano Ronaldo. However, the one bruise on the optimism at Old Trafford at the moment is after the £76.5 million transfer of Jadon Sancho from Borussia Dortmund to Manchester United, he's not really playing his best football. So, very quick video today. I'm trying to answer the question, Manchester United, should they be worried about Jadon Sancho this season? I've got 4 or 5 points here just to get my thoughts out there. Jadon Sancho is 21 years old. Now, this isn't to excuse anything. We see players of that age range producing on a weekly basis for multiple big clubs across all of Europe. But speaking as a 26-year-old, I can tell you that 21 is still a very naive and immature age. As I said, this isn't really an excuse, but what it does do is provide some context as to the situation that he currently finds himself in. New teammates, new coaches, new ways of training, a new play style. It's very, very hard to compare the returning mentality giant of someone like Cristiano Ronaldo or the all-conquering Rafael Varane to a young kid who's just spent 4 seasons at one of the best developmental football teams in the world. Another thing to remember as well is that Jadon Sancho has not actually played a Premier League match. Of course, I mean this in terms of prior to signing. Yes, he was at Manchester City, that's been well publicised, but he didn't get on the pitch in any major games for that football club before he went to Borussia Dortmund and broke out as the star we know him as today. Borussia Dortmund are a world away from what Manchester United are, as well as a global phenomenon and just what's required of you from a media perspective and just general kind of camera, paparazzi and world global interest looking inwards at you. Being a professional footballer for one of these elite level clubs is a completely different level of responsibility for a younger man. I think a great example of somebody who's embraced this in a positive way is his teammate Marcus Rashford. Maybe Jadon Sancho will try and emulate that in some way. The other thing I think I will add as well is that Jadon Sancho really doesn't have too much of a solidified position yet. I'll be honest, potentially naive on my part, I thought Jadon Sancho would just strictly be playing on the right side of midfield or the right wing position and that he would just make that spot his own. It did seem like an area of weakness for Manchester United. But within the gameplay, while that may be his position on the team sheet, we've seen him drift inside as kind of a second striker or sometimes occupy a more advanced number 10 role, which is not necessarily what we were expecting. In answer to the question though, do I think Manchester United, the fan base, should be worried about Jadon Sancho? This season, yeah, maybe. I don't know if it will be a double-digit goals and assist type season for Jadon Sancho, I really don't. But in the long term, there's definitely a gem here, and we've seen what he's been capable of for a good quality team like Borussia Dortmund, playing in the Champions League consistently. I do expect him to slowly get the gauge of the Premier League, get them to know his teammates a little better and understand what is wanted of him by the management, by the coaches to improve himself and be that better quality player. Let me know in the comments what you think. Manchester United fans, are you worried about Jadon Sancho's form? Is Ronaldo kind of paving over the cracks of so far what seems to have been a failure of Jadon Sancho's initial start to his Manchester United career? Let me know what you think. I think time is needed for this man, and we'll move from there. Till next time.